a bomba is Afro-Puerto Rican tradition that goes almost 500 years. And it's really based on a community practice of drumming and dancing and singing as a way of community building. So let me give you a scenario. Back in the day, and we're talking about literally hundreds of years back, and even recently, on the weekends, the Spanish would allow slaves, but then former slaves and poor people of the coastal region to actually party on the weekends. So, mostly around sugarcane plantations. And my father grew up in a sugarcane plantation. Anywhere from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the community would get together around a drum circle and form circles. And so obviously you don't have TV, you don't have electricity, so that was a form of entertainment too. But it actually was a form of resistance and storytelling. And so there are documented cases where these sessions could go 20, 30, 40 hours nonstop. But it was because people took turns in the drum circle. Fast forward, in almost any Puerto Rican community of significant size in any part of the United States or the diaspora, you'll find bomba groups because young people are finding out about that power. So, of the power of that community building. And so you have explosions of these bomba groups, Texas, all over Florida, New York, Cleveland, Ohio, Chicago is a real big center of it. And it's a way to just kind of express yourself. And so Reconstruction is a relatively newer version. Me and Consuela Lopez had an older group called Bomba Rica. But I've been playing Bomba since the 70s, and I was one of the few that played Bomba. And that's because when I was 6 years old, my father would regularly take us to Island to visit the family. And one night, my uncles, one of them who I mentioned earlier, and the other one 7 years and 9 years older than me, took us around. A bunch of kids, I remember, it was the holiday season, and took us around a giant bonfire, sugarcane plantation. There's people singing, dancing, and drumming. I knew at age 6, wow. And so that was my first, it left an impression because it's like a vague, if you think of a movie, it's the scene and very, yeah, I'm describing. Yeah, I mean, it's people singing and dancing and the kids getting candy. And it just, as a 6-year-old, you're thinking, wow. And the drums, you're hearing the drums and it's beating inside of you. It left that mark. I never forgot it. I never forgot it. It's like, I feel it right now. I mean, you actually see the flames jumping up, the heat. But that was my first exposure to how it was performed. As I got older and I became a musician, started studying about Puerto Rican history, I began to understand the importance of that tradition. And lo and behold, I'm old enough to be able to pass some of that to young people who are saying, I heard about Bomba, or I went to Puerto Rico, or I went to Chicago. And so we formed a couple Bomba groups. At first, Reconstruction, the current group, which is being co-led by Naim Lea Edwards and then Angela Lugo Thomas. They're the two co-directors. I'm passing that on to them. At first, they just wanted to know more about it, you know. But now we get requests. Oh, I know what I was going to say. It was an cultural arts organization. So we not only performed, but we also sponsored activities. We did workshops at the University of Michigan, Dearborn, Compas, and they were educational workshops too. But no longer a nonprofit organization, but more a performance group. And so we perform regularly at Concert of Colors.
altitude. First time I ever heard this rhythm, I was 6 years old. When we went back to the island of Puerto Rico, I was born in Juanadías, Puerto Rico, near Ponce. My uncles took us in the middle of the night around a giant bonfire in the sugarcane plantation, and I saw Bomba de Puerto Rico. Notice Angela here is just asked for the blessing. And this tradition goes back to almost 500 years old. What used to happen in the sugarcane plantations and the coastal areas of Puerto Rico was that over the weekends, literally 20, 30 hours non-stop, people would take turns dancing and drumming. What you notice is that the lead drummer follows the dancer, and everybody has their own style. Now, we're gonna get some of you to dance. Also drums with us, and he runs La Casita over there by Avis. Okay, challenge the lead drummer. Who's the lead drummer? Mel. See, he asked for the blessing. Mel has to follow him. The same. Yeah. No, you've been working it. Yeah. Así se goza. One more. Imagine this going on 20, 30 hours straight, non-stop. All right. Angela is getting rid of the spirits, the evil spirits. Yeah. Alegría Bomba, eh? We are Ricanstruction. Thank you for dancing with us.